Ryan, we've been getting calls, emails, and even Facebook messages about a potential case of Ebola right here at local hospitals. So we went to Ebola expert Dr. Joseph McCormick, who's researched the virus with the CDC since its early start and early outbreak in the 70s. And he tells us that there is no risk to Valley residents. County health officials are echoing the same, saying that there are 0 cases of Ebola in the Rio Grande Valley. Fears of Ebola on the border. Rumors circulating on social media have people calling the Action 4 newsroom. Call after call, people in the community concerned.
That's scary because it's confusing even to the ones that's in charge of the disease controls.
With only 2 cases confirmed in the U.S., hundreds of miles away in Dallas, people are asking, can it come here? We turn to Dr. Joseph McCormick, a former CDC researcher, for the answer.
So people in the Rio Grande Valley are not at risk. They're not coming in contact with anybody with Ebola. And there's nobody trickling down from Dallas or somewhere else with Ebola.
Dr. McCormick of Brownsville is an expert on Ebola. He has worked overseas not only studying the Ebola virus, but also treating patients.
When I first examined Ebola patients, I used a paper gown or a cloth gown, depending on what I had. I used gloves, just 1 pair of regular surgical gloves, and I used a paper mask, and I have glasses, so that was pretty much what we used.
He believes that there were several mistakes in the way that the cases were handled.
We all recognize not admitting the patient from Liberia when he was first seen was a huge misstep. What I've learned about this second patient is that there was not a protocol apparently for if someone becomes symptomatic to go pick them up with a trained team.
He adds that there should have been more of a strategy to quarantine people in contact with Duncan rather than placing them under self-surveillance.
And we've got all these people who took care of him when he was perhaps shedding a lot of virus through vomiting or diarrhea or bleeding or whatever. And to me, those people should have been under active surveillance.
Dr. McCormick says that while Ebola is fatal, there are survivors. It all depends on the level of Ebola virus that a patient is exposed to. Now, also, being that Ebola is a virus, you can only catch it once. It's also why Dr. McCormick believes it was a mistake not giving Mr. Duncan a transfusion of Ebola immune plasma with antibodies. Live in the newsroom, I'm Ashley Custer, Action 4 News.